everybody. Welcome to Citizens of the Stars, the Star Citizen community show that puts you, the backers, first. We've got a lot of cool content this week, so let's get to it. But first, an awesome special effect. Whoosh.
Welcome everyone to another edition of Citizen Spotlight, where we take a look at the amazing content creations made by you, the Star Citizen community. And joining us this week is Star Citizen video maker extraordinaire, Terallian. Terallian, how you doing, man?
Good, how are you?
I'm good, thanks for asking. Thanks for coming on the show.
Yeah, no worries, it's great to be here.
Now, you're a maker of several Star Citizen videos. Why don't you tell the folks at home exactly what you do?
So I work with a team called Little Armada to make some sort of CryEngine videos set in Star Citizen using Star Citizen assets. And recently we've been working on a fairly long series called Combined Arms, which is really action-packed, really in-depth. And yeah, we're having a great time. It's awesome.
All right, now your videos use assets that are included in our game packages, and you use CryEngine or Lumberyard Engine, which is freely available to everybody to make your videos. Is that right?
Yes. Yeah, everything aside from audio is done in CryEngine, particle effects, all the visuals, everything's done in there. So yeah.
And why'd you get started doing this?
So early last year, I got into Star Citizen, probably around January, maybe even December the year before. And I was trying to find a way to contribute to Star Citizen in just some sort of extra way to give back. And so I ended up working a little bit with INN, and I was trying to come up with sort of a 3D sort of cinematic for them. And I gave CryEngine a go, and yeah, it spiraled out of control. It's awesome.
All right, now there are a number of people who have made Star Citizen videos in CryEngine before. What sets you apart from the others?
So we've been working with a very large production team. I think we're 30 members in total at the moment. Everything from audio engineers to composers to voice talent directors, and we're all just working together to make what we think is a really, really fleshed out and polished product. So Combined Arms is a lot longer than anything else I've worked on, and I think the production value is like a step higher than everything else.
All right, so tell the folks at home, what's next for Terallian and Little Armada?
So we're still working on Combined Arms Part 2, which is sucking up all of our time, probably roughly 30 minutes by the end, 25, 30. And after that, we're working on Combined Arms Part 3.
And what's next after Combined Arms? You want to give us a hint?
The future looks bright.
Oh, are you taking suggestions?
Yeah, definitely. And if anyone has them, send them on through.
All right, well, what I'm envisioning is we open on a devastatingly handsome community manager with a beard that has a multitude of colors.
That'd be brilliant.
All right, well, never mind then. So, folks, Terallian, thanks for taking the time to come on the show here. Of course, and the guys at home, you can find all of Terallian's videos at the link in the description below this video. So for Terallian and Little Armada, I'm Jared Huckabee, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks.
Hey everyone, Community Manager Tyler Nolan here to bring you this week's edition of Quantum Questions, where we put a developer on the spot to answer as many questions in just under 2 minutes. Joining us this week is lead animator Bryan Brewer. Bryan, how's it going?
Going good, how are you?
I'm doing great. Jeremiah Lee currently holds the top spot. Do you think that you can dethrone him?
Probably not.
Well, we're gonna find out. 2 minutes on the clock, and starting now. What is your name and what do you do?
My name is Bryan Brewer. I'm lead animator here at CIG. I'm head of the Persistent Universe animations.
What is the most recent animation that you've worked on?
Most recent animation I've worked on, I just finished fixing all the no weapon sets, the home pose for all the posturing that our character does in game.
Putting you on the spot, can you recreate the famous helmet flip that you did so long ago? All right, that's amazing. What is your favorite ship so far?
Favorite ship so far? That's a tough one. I've always liked the 300i.
Why is it taking so long to get animations into the Persistent Universe? What's the holdup?
Our game, being a live living universe, is very complex. We want the fidelity, so when an NPC actually enters an object to use it, like a sitting console or a work zone of some sort, we want the fidelity, so it's smooth and it's nice, and not only are we having to do it for all the males, we're having to do it for the females as well, and keep track of thousands of animations.
How are you handling the animations for both male and female? Can they do the same things?
Yes, the female and male should be able to do the exact same thing in our universe. Our process is, once we finish finalizing animations on the male, we retarget it to the female. She may look like a dude walking around, but then we go back and we slowly fill in all the retargeted male animations with properly shot female animation.
What type of animations can we expect to see on board the Idris?
You'll see people using consoles, sitting consoles, standing consoles, mess hall, people going and getting chow, sitting down. We have work zones. People, NPCs are being walking around, fixing things, pulling off panels, working on mechanics of the ship, that sort of thing. There's weapon ranges. There's all sorts of things.
And we're out of time.
That was 2 minutes.
That was already 2 minutes. Bryan,
Man,
thank
oh,
you
man.
so much for taking time out of your busy schedule. We'll see you later.
All right, later.
That makes 7 questions for Bryan Brewer, which puts him in a tie for last place. Now remember, if you want to contribute your own questions to future editions of Quantum Questions, you can do so by heading over to the Subscribers Den on Spectrum. That's it, and I'll see you next week.
Hey everyone, Tyler Whitkin, Community Manager in the Austin, Texas studio, here to bring you this week's Top 5. Number 5, Thurston Last, for capturing beauty shots utilizing the new camera system introduced in Star Citizen Alpha 2.6.0. Now he promises more images are on the way, and we're looking forward to it. Number 4, West Sage, for rendering his concept of a Xi'an sword hanger flare. Now I'm no developer, but I gotta say this thing is awesome. Great job, West. Number 3, GTG. GTG modeled out the entire Star Marine map Echo 11 in Google SketchUp. Now I can't imagine how much time this took, and I'm confident that many of us will be using this to refine our FPS tactics. Number 2, Warby. Warby created a custom Star Citizen switchboard, allowing him an immersive way to control his ship in-game. Now I don't know about the rest of you, but I want one. Number 1, in this week's MVP, I want to give a huge congratulations to Dastro for his recreation of the Cyberpunk 2077 teaser, this time set in Star Marine, titled Bullets. Now after watching, you can't help but get excited to hop in game for some good old FPS action. So congratulations again, Dastro, you're this week's MVP.
Hello everyone, I'm Alexis, and it's time for another edition of Subconscious. This news is just for our development subscribers, so if you aren't one, please leave the room. I'll wait. Okay, now that we're alone, we've got some exciting subscriber events coming up. First up, there's a town hall tomorrow and you're invited. Tune in at 8 a.m. PST, 4 p.m. UTC for a live question and answer session on recent ship balance changes. We'll be asking the tough questions provided by subscribers and also taking more live using Spectrum subscriber chat. And speaking of Spectrum, the new subscriber chat is popping off. I try and stop by each day, and you should feel free to drop in, say hi, and get your citizen on. Next, get ready to get a closer look at the Anvil Hurricane, which will be starring in this week's Vault update on Thursday. Just how do we cram so many guns onto it? Check back to find out. And we have one more thing for you, or should I say 10 things. 10 for the Chairman is coming back with a special edition to talk about one of the subjects you've requested, Professions in Alpha 3.0. The Chairman himself will be joined by Mr. Tony Zurovec, the Master of Worlds. Expect a special focus on cargo hauling and mining. You can use Spectrum to propose questions or vote for others to let us know they're especially important to you. As always, thank you, subscribers. You're the reason we get to do these and other community-focused features. This is Alexis saying I'll see you in the den.
Well, that's it for this episode of Citizens of the Stars. Very special thank you to Bryan Brewer and Terallian for making it happen, and of course to backers from around the world for tuning in and for making Star Citizen happen. Be sure to check out the Anvil Hurricane, which is available on the RSI site right now. We put together a really cool booklet, and we're just super proud of it. Please check it out. And until then, I'm Ben Lesnick, and you're not Ben Lesnick. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh.
Thank you for watching. So if you want to keep up with the latest and greatest in the Star Citizen and Squadron 42's development, please follow us on our social media channels. See you soon.